feel like this is going to open up another can of worms similar to the vacating in altitude, in that for air traffic control, if you're in radar coverage, we don't really care if you report established in a hold or not, because we see you if you're in the hold. Same thing as when you're vacating an altitude, your little altitude on your data block is saying that you're leaving the altitude, so you don't have to tell us. In the AIM 5-3-3 additional reports, again, we get the following reports should be made to ATC. It's not regulatory, but this is a collection of best practices. Subcategory F, the time and altitude or flight level upon reaching a holding fix or point to which cleared. And then when leaving any assigned holding fix or point. Again, the AIM is not regulatory, but it's best practices. So our pilots required by federal regulations to report established in a hold. Well, there's nothing that's blatantly spelled out in the CFRs. The closest thing that I could find was in 91.183, but this basically talks about non-radar reporting points. If you're under radar, you don't have to report a point unless air traffic control specifically tells you to report a point. And in the 7110.65, it really never says to get pilots to report established in a hold. And the closest thing that I could find was in 5-1-5, holding pattern surveillance, which is basically you're in radar, so you see where the holding pattern is. Once you see the airplane enter the holding pattern, you just got to make sure that they stay within the holding pattern. And if they don't, turn them back into the holding pattern. That's basically what this paragraph says. Maybe like a side thing, 5-1-4, merging target procedures. Except while they're established in a holding pattern, apply merging target procedures to all radar identified aircraft within stipulations. So like a pilot reporting established in a hold doesn't really do anything for air traffic control, and we don't really care that you are established in the hold. Except that, I mean, we can see you established in the hold, so like that would satisfy this criteria, but if you say that you're established in the hold, then now we don't have to provide merging target procedures to you, I guess. But again, we can see you radar established in the hold, so you reporting it is just saying the same thing twice. Now, all that to say, we do have a company-specific caveat, in that if your company requires you to report established in the hold, then report established in the hold. They're the ones that are paying you. And if your company is requiring you to report established in the hold, then they should specify what it means to be established in the hold. And that could vary by company, so talk to your chief pilot about what they understand established in the hold means. Because as far as I can tell, there's nothing in the regulations and there's nothing in our controller handbook, or really in the AIM, that specifies what established in the hold means.